This week on the Garden Tarts.
If you don't know this, people, we were in St. Louis and Jenny was a new glasses wearer, and
Someone decided to throw his water bottle across the crowd, and I very quickly learned that I didn't like wearing glasses.
it was really funny, but also sad. My first December show was Pop Mart in Seattle. There were a lot of good memories from that show, but I think the biggest memory, I'm not saying the best, but the biggest memory was Bono taking off his hood and not having any hair and telling us it would grow back. He said it. He looked right at it. When we gasped, he looked right at us and said, "It'll grow back." The Miami show, I got drunk on Bono's dime.
You did. With cork in your wine. Hello there, Hillary.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
I'm fine. Welcome to my glasses era.
I love them.
It's just for the week. I have a boo-boo.
It happens.
It does happen.
Yeah. And hopefully no one will throw water at you.
I know.
If you
That's
don't
one
know
of
this, people, we were in St. Louis and Jenny was a new glasses wearer, and
someone decided to throw his water bottle across the crowd, and we were at the rail, and I very quickly learned that I didn't like wearing glasses. I was so annoyed.
it was really funny, but also sad.
Yeah, it
You
was fun.
looked sad. You were just like, "My feelings got hurt."
I was like, "Hmm."
Okay, today is Monday, December 15th. If you're listening, it is on or after Wednesday, December 17th, 2025, season 7, episode 50. I have a little statement I would like to read before we get started.
Okay, well, and I'm just gonna say you're listening to Kissing Lips and Breaking Hearts with the Garden Tarts.
Thank
Welcome.
Welcome. Okay, before we get started, we want to acknowledge the violence that took place over the weekend in Rhode Island and Australia and Rob Reiner being killed in California. It's heavy and painful and unsettling, especially at the beginning of Hanukkah, a holiday centered on lights showing up when it feels least likely. We're holding the people affected in our thoughts and hearts, and as we move on to today's episode, I just want us to think about them for a second.
Yes. Yes. It was very important to acknowledge that. And listener, if you're somewhere where you feel like you need to scream, here is 5 seconds for you. That should have felt good.
Yeah. Let us know, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully you were somewhere that didn't scare other people.
Yeah. Okay,
So
no, go ahead.
go ahead. No, I said we've got we'll talk about our side A and side B. We'll get right into it.
Yeah. Side A is favorite moments of our 2020 podcast episode. And side B is December shows in our YouTube history.
Yes. We used to early on in our episodes, we had a whole year where we did this is where we've been, BEAN, each month.
Yeah.
And we haven't talked about that stuff in a while. So it's just a few shows. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So side A, favorite parts of 2025 in the app. What do you have?
I have two.
Okay.
Number one, and then I have a close second.
Okay.
My favorite episode of 2025 was probably the Utopia interview I did on August 27th. It aired on August 27th.
Yeah. Yeah. That was great.
Yeah.
I love that.
My second favorite, which is kind of weird, I looked at all of our episodes and I kind of didn't see this coming that I would love it so much, but was our February 19th episode, which was about the 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
That was a fun one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was good. I almost marked that one down.
What do you have?
Well, so I have a few moments I want to mention, but I also just wrote down a few of the episodes because I can't believe all this stuff happened in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
The first one I mentioned was Tromula shopping
Yeah.
when we were stress shopping because Kamala lost the election. I was like, "That just happened? It hasn't been a year yet." We wanna be popular. We talked about the new pope, which was great. The Showman, Bono's film, that also happened this year.
That seems forever ago.
Right? Your interview with Utopia, our 300th episode interview, going to Tulsa. But a particularly fun one that I forgot about was when we put out into social media War versus Unforgettable Fire. The smackdown. And I just remember being just delighted by everyone's answers and having fun talking about that.
We'll have to do that again.
I know. That was great. We'll have to pick
Yeah.
uh, 2 other ones. But, um, the Utopia one, I mean, that was fun to listen to. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed editing that. That was so great.
It was fun to interview them.
Yeah, but yeah, so and I really enjoy our tart talk. Maybe not the research this time, but I enjoyed the act of creating it.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, yeah. Trauma
No. Can we still do that?
We can still trauma shop.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah,
So
lots of great stuff.
I wonder what next year is gonna hold for us. We don't know.
The only thing we know is Songs of Innocence.
That's all we know.
It's all we know.
We need to have like a brainstorming sesh.
Yeah. We've got some fun ideas of people to bring on to talk to. So hopefully we'll have more people and more chats this coming year.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. We don't even know yet either.
Well, we're just gonna be a
And neither do those people.
no. Truth. Okay, so side B, let's talk about the shows we went to.
Yeah. You have a December show before me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, my first December show was Pop Mart in Seattle. It was December 12th, 1997.
I had finals and I couldn't come and I was so sad.
There were a lot of good memories from that show, but I think the biggest memory, I'm not saying the best, but the biggest memory was Bono taking off his hood and not having any hair
Yeah.
and telling us it would grow back.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. He said it. He looked right at it. When we gasped, he looked right at us and said, "It'll grow back."
And that's funny because when we were in Tulsa, we're actually talking the YouTube fan extraordinaire and singer and songwriter in his own right, Matt Nathanson, and we were talking about shows, and he was like, "I was in Seattle when he shaved his head."
Yep.
And it was like, "Yes!" I'm like, "I feel like I was there because 'cause I've heard all the stories."
Yeah.
But Hillary was there for sure. I'm like, "That's a good fan of you, Matt. That's good.
Yep.
He's good people." And then we're our next 2 together. We were in Tampa and Miami together. So this was the end of the Elevation. Was the end of the tour, just the end of the leg?
End of the tour.
End of the tour. December 1st, they were in Tampa, Florida, and then December 2nd, they were in Miami, Florida. And if you've been listening, you know that we had a convertible and Hillary slept in a sleeping bag in the back seat while myself and another friend just drove through the night straight from Tampa to get GA from Miami. Florida's very long.
It is.
It is very long.
Yeah.
Nothing is
Not
close.
for me. I got some good sleep, and then I
Yeah, you did.
covered in dew.
Yeah, you did wake up covered in doom.
Yeah.
But those were great shows.
I have 2 memories from those shows. So Tampa was really fun because we had this little group of people and we just floated in the heart. And, like, that was just like, I wouldn't have wanted to do that for every show, but that was just a really fun show.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
we had fun, and the Miami show, we got drunk on Bono's dime,
You did. With cork in your wine.
working my way. I stole Bono's straw, and Larry played drums for Garbage.
Yes! That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
What's your next?
Okay, my next one was here in good old Cleveland, Ohio for Vertigo, December 10th at the Quicken Loans Arena, our basketball stadium here, arena. And
I have that
yeah,
one too.
yeah, you read that one too. This is the one where we walked into the GA line and they said, "You don't have GA." And I said, "Read my ticket again, bitch." I didn't say that. And she said, "I did, bitch. You got seats." That's not how the
No, no,
conversation.
no.
And Hillary and I were like, "Oh, well, maybe this is the show we see from seats. I don't, and they were like the worst.
The worst.
And we got up there and we were like, "No."
Absolutely not.
And while we were up there trying to figure that shit out, Garden Tart Amanda was meeting Bono for the first time, which was fantastic. And then we legally made it down to the floor.
Yes.
We didn't have to trick anyone, but we
No.
did have to make some frantic phone calls.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my memory from that show, aside from the GA debacle, was that we had this little group of friends. I think it was the 2 of us and maybe Meredith and Kelly.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and we just
Yeah.
all like we were halfway back, on the floor, and we just
Mhm.
had our arms around each other singing, and it was just a really fun moment.
It was. It was our own, like, kumbaya moment.
It was. It definitely was. It was very
It was
it was
it
sweet,
was perfect.
memorable. I love it. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a really good one.
yeah,
I have 2 more. Do you have 2 more?
I do.
And we were together for those also on Vertigo, December 15th in Omaha, Nebraska, somewhere in the middle of America,
Yeah,
and then the 17th in Salt Lake City.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my memories from those shows, Omaha was a failed attempt at queuing, which you've heard the story before.
Right. We recently told that about being in the tent and it snowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This also was memorable. This show is very interesting because we were really well rested for the first show I think I've ever been to
Yeah. Man, we slept.
all day.
Yeah.
And, so we had all kinds of energy. And Salt Lake City, it was they sang weird, the crowd. They sang like they were in church.
Right.
Every single they sang the album version of every song. You could hear everybody singing like how
Mhm.
they were Bono. Like, but the very strictly the album version, and that was just a little weird.
Yeah, that was super weird. Was Salt Lake City the time where we got wristbands into the heart, or was that Omaha?
What was Omaha?
When
That was
some
weird. I'm not sure if we've talked about that.
No, because we just conceded to standing in the back. I think we
Yeah.
were by the mix or by the yeah, by the mix or whatever. And this young man comes up to us and was like in my mind now, he, like, opened his coat up, like if you're listening, you can't see me, you open your coat and they've got, like, bunch of watches they're selling illegally. "You want some wristbands?" And we were like,
Okay.
"What's the deal?" We were very suspicious.
Sure he worked for the band, he worked for the arena at least,
Right.
but why he picked us and we were like, "Does he know us?" Like, sometimes people know us, even back then,
Sometimes, yeah.
and we're just like, "What the crap just happened?" I don't know, but we took him.
My guess is that they had an allotment that they hadn't gotten rid of,
Yeah,
and they're just looking for some approachable people.
yeah,
So, thanks, dude,
whoever you were.
with your knockoff wristbands.
No, we had the knockoff.
We had the knock.
That's pretend you didn't hear that.
No, that was so long ago, and never a secret in the end.
Okay, so all of my December shows were just really, really fun. And it was maybe because, they're finishing up the tour or finishing up,
Mhm.
and it just the shows have this different energy in December that I really like. And Tampa, Miami, Omaha, and Salt Lake City were just fun trips.
Really were.
Just happened to be a fun part of that trip, but the whole trip was just wonderful. Seriously wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's an interesting fact. Today, this very day, Monday, December 15th, is the 20th anniversary of us being in Omaha.
I was just gonna say we just
Yeah, 20 years. Can't even believe it. And the day this airs on, what did I say?
the 17th.
Wednesday, December 17th is the 20th anniversary of our Salt Lake City show. That's
Yeah.
crazy because that absolutely does not feel like 20 years ago.
It doesn't, but it also does.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about all the things that have happened since then,
Yeah.
got it that way, it does. But
But
just, I can't even
I
believe,
mean,
like, and we were already pro concert goers.
right.
That was 20 years ago.
Man.
Yeah,
We were 8 years into our experiences. You longer.
not much longer. Okay, so I have questions for Bono over whiskey and cake. The first one is, what was your favorite Garden Tarts episode of 2025? I would
Love
like
to
to
know
know,
that.
like, if you are
Yeah.
Bono or no Bono, like,
Yeah.
tell them to tell us. And then the second question is, and this is just a really, this is just broad, but what are his memories of December shows?
Right.
They have a lot of them, so what were they?
Yeah. And I want to add on to that with a question over whiskey and cake is you mentioned that those shows they've always been fun. It's
Yeah,
like heading into the holidays, they're ending the tour, ending the leg. What kind of feelings are they having? Are they excited for an extended
yeah.
break home? Are they like, oh my gosh, I have to go home and act normal? Are they like, get me the fuck off the road? Are they like, don't send me home? Like, or is it all the above?
Or is it like, hurry, I gotta get all my Christmas presents fast?
Right.
I don't know, but I would really like to know that. Okay, well, I think this wraps up our little episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice and short and sweet for y'all. So if you're behind, you got time to go listen to some others.
Yeah,
Yeah. So stay warm because as for all I know, we're all cold.
very, very cold.
Hillary in Southern Virginia is very cold, and me in Northern Ohio is freezing.
Let me see what the temperature is.
Let's compare.
It is 31 right now, and the low today is gonna be 20.
It is 16 right now, and it feels like 3. The low is 10. However, on Thursday, the high is 52.
Oh, wow. Let me see.
Just for a day, then it's going to be gross again.
No, we have some good temperature coming up. We're gonna be in the 50s from Wednesday until Sunday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We've got some 40s around then, so
Yep.
good. That just means all the snow will melt and get gross. Anyway, well, hope you're staying warm. Hope you're staying safe. Sending our love to you during this Hanukkah season and as Christmas approaches. And we will talk to you next week.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. We'll be back next week with more U2ish content.
In the meantime, keep chatting with us on social media at _Garden Tarts.
Sign up for our newsletter at thegardentarts.com and share with your YouTube friends.
You can support us on Patreon, buy me a coffee, and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Kissing Lips and Breaking Hearts, a U2ish podcast with the Garden Tarts, is created, produced, and edited by us, the Garden Tarts.
Intro and outro music by December.
See you next week.